So just before this part where we start, he had the flashback to where he was in the hospital.
Может, все же поведаешь, с какой целью
No,
вы
tell
путь
me,
держим?
maybe, what's the purpose of your trip?
Уговор я
I
выполнил.
kept my word,
Остальное не имеет значения.
That's what I feel like he sounds like. I need to drink some of this just to get in the mood.
Ладно, право
Okay,
твое.
it is your choice. Let's get in the Russian spirit. Let's do this. Get into the Russian spirit. And don't get
Когда люди начали умирать, никто и подумать не мог, что все
When people begin to die, no one could imagine that everything would end like that.
Никто не был к этому готов.
No one was ready. That's right, no one was ready.
Сократилось население Земли в разы.
The population of the Earth
Казалось,
decreased a
было
lot.
воздуха больше,
One would think
пространства шире.
it needs more air and space. But no.
Человек оказался настолько
The human turned out to be a
неадаптирован,
wild
что он
and
начал грызть сам себя.
unadapted.
Паника,
That he began to gnaw
мародерство.
himself. Panic, looting, complex.
Никто не смог взять на себя эту ношу и сохранить контроль над ситуацией.
Nobody was able to take
Вот
this
всё и
burden
рухнуло.
and keep
В
control.
моем городе
In
в
my
первый
town,
же
they began to
день
trash
люди
store
начали
windows, steal
беспрепятственно
valuables, medicines,
выносить
food. On the
ценности,
first day.
медикаменты, продовольствие.
Oh dear.
Угоняли машины,
They stole cars, damage
прокалывали
other people's
колеса
tires
другим.
in order to
Дабы
get to
скорее
hospital as
добраться
soon
до
as possible.
госпиталя.
We seen a hospital. Hospital wasn't a good place to be, I don't think.
Но никто ведь не знал,
But no one knew that
медицина
medicine is
здесь уже
powerless in this
бессильна.
case. Good.
Ладно,
We need to
Нужно
figure
тут
something
с
out
вещами
with this
разобраться.
stuff. Yes.
Хорошо бы воды из колодца
So, Lucy, you
привезти.
tell us to get some water from the
Чаечка
well. We
варить
need to
надо.
stay our hunger. So, we gotta get water to stay our hunger. I don't think that's kind of how water works, though, right? I don't think having water is gonna. If you're really, really hungry and you drink some water, I don't think that's really gonna stop you being hungry, right? We just look around here. We've got to basically make sure we pick up everything we missed. We picked up yesterday. We need the bucket is what we need to get the water from the well, but there are other things we picked up as well while I was exploring, with like the axe. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Big bad bear Baloo is still here. Okay, so we're gonna run along here, jump into each of the houses and see if we can make sure we pick up everything we picked up yesterday. Just just for the stuff we have to repeat. I don't in this house. There's no door at the front. What's this? Ah, okay, this is one of the ones that. The ones with these like metal doors like this we can't open up. We'll start on the left. Boats. Boats, chairs. There's a pot. Wonderful Russian music. You gotta make sure you look under the beds, because you never know, there might be a can of beans under a bed. Oh, there's a lighter. Oh. Okay, we got a lighter. I think, yeah, okay, that is blocked off to us at the moment. So the game is pretty linear. for those that may not have seen the first part. It is pretty linear. It's kind of restricts you within a certain area until you do, complete the objective you're trying to do. Then once you've completed that, you'll be able to move on. You better move on and go to other little parts. Batteries. A bottle of water. We're looking for a bucket. A lovely bucket. I mean, we could pick up a saucepan. That would work just as well as a bucket, I think. Or one of these pans, these pots here. The cooking pots. They work just as well as a saucepan, I'm sure. As a bucket. Alright, okay. So we can't. This is where. Is this where? Yeah, that's where our border is. So we have to work back the other side. This is obviously where the well is. So we got to get a bucket to get the water from the well. Locked. Is there a back door, rear door? Ah. Batteries! Rolling pin. I'm surprised you can't pick the rolling pin up because, it seems like something. That would be a decent weapon, I think. A rolling pin. Alright, so start heading back on the other side of the road. I'm not sure we can go down here to look in these houses. No, okay. Look in this church. So we got 7 foods, 3 batteries, 1 first aid kit. Freaky place. Come on, little saucepan. Come on. Hey, Captain. Hello, Captain. Welcome back. As I was saying to the others just before you, when we started, we're having to repeat part of what we did yesterday because of the save points. So we're back further than where we was because of the checkpoint system. We finished yesterday needing to get the fuel. We're back at the moment trying to get in the water before we get to the fuel. So we've gone back a checkpoint. The game didn't save after we got the water. So we're back in this village, like the first time we got here, looking for the bucket. Searching for a bucket. No, I can't go that way. Come on, bucket. Rolling pins everywhere. Most of these houses have one of those rolling pins. But I'll tell you, over the gaming side, that's kind of weird because I haven't changed the volume since yesterday. I've not done anything with the sound since yesterday. Let's just tag it down a little. One. It's because you got night time. You got the crickets out. The crickets. Alright, okay, there's nothing in that house. So where was the bucket then? Okay. We obviously must have missed it. Let's walk through every house again. Because I couldn't find... We didn't find the bucket. Let's just start again from here. I'll look for the bucket. Hello, you got water yet? No. I've not got water yet. I'm looking for a bucket. Gotta make sure you look at every inch of the floor. Because it's dark and you could easily walk past the bucket. Right, okay, so it's not in there. This building is locked off. We cannot go in this one. So we know it's not in here because you cannot get in here. Alright, bucket hype. Boot. There's like a pan. There's a... No, it's not a... You could use that as a bucket. It's a kettle. You could definitely use that as a bucket, right? It's even got a handle on it as well, look, like a bucket would. No. It doesn't count. Hey, look, bucket. Go. You know, I did realise something as well earlier on. You know, I said about the obviously it's got some sort of a survival mechanics where you can you know, where you need to eat and stuff. And I was saying that we don't know how I don't know how it tells you when you're hungry and stuff. I did when I was reading through some of the reviews earlier. There was one of them by a guy that did kind of make a mention about it, and what he was saying was that when after he kept playing, he was playing the game for a while, and he never ate or drank anything, and he was saying how his game started to get blurry, and it was kind of confirmed that when you get hungry, the visual effects starts to blur the video a bit, and that tells you that you're hungry. So it doesn't tell you anything, but you just start to see as if you're looking through like blurry vision kind of thing. So I have to kind of watch out for that. Because I've not ate anything at all in this game. I've not eaten anything or drank anything so far. Because I've not felt the need. I've not had any need to, because, you know, the game hasn't told me I was hungry and I'm not acting like I was hungry. But we're gonna get fed up here on a bucket of water. Because this guy sent me out to you know, to get some water to quench our hunger.
Принес?
Did you get it? Yes, I did.
Прошу к столу.
Sit down. Okay.
Ну что, вздрогнем?
So we drinking vodka or water? Where did he get the 2 glasses?
Ровной дороги нам, Петрович.
Safe travel to us, Petrovich. So they were probably drinking vodka, but where did they get the 2 glasses? Rozvedania. I suppose it makes sense though, Captain, because it's more it is more
Идем, Петрович.
realistic, isn't it? It's more how the game would be, right? You know, I mean, if you was actually in you know, out in real life and you're getting hungry, you're not going to have a thing pop up on your screen to tell you to eat. You'll know you're going to eat. You're hungry because you feel hungry. So, you know. Although I've never been hungry enough that my vision starts getting all blurry.
Скоро до города доберемся.
We'll reach a town soon. I guess the town is going to be the other end of the. When we get to the part in a minute where we have to go find fuel, that is when we get to the other end of that location. That's probably where we're going to be in a town. So now we've kind of changed to morning. Some of the areas that we couldn't get to before are going to be accessible now. I'm not going to look at these buildings at the moment. We've looked at these buildings here directly around where we are the ones we scouted earlier. As we get up past that that pipe there that's like making a arch, that is where we're beyond where we were, and we can start investigating a bit more into looking in some houses for some stuff, some swag. Hello, Warborg. We'll be swag hunting. Let's just have a look at this house over here. Look, that's a trap, isn't it? It looks like a tree. Yeah, look, there's a wire going across. So that's a trap, right? So how do you disarm it? Can you disarm it? I don't know. Can we just jump over the wire? Okay, we can leave it there. So there's a trap there across the door. Hello, Lieutenant Porter. So we've got to remember when I go out of this place not to trip over that wire. We're doing okay though, Lieutenant Porter. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're trying to explore post-apocalyptic Russia. Oh. Jump. Some idiot hid them here. Money. I don't think money's much use though, is it now? These lousy paper has no value. Well, yeah, of course it doesn't. Alright, so we gotta try to get out without tripping that, what's that? Without tripping this cable. Yes! We did it! Where's that buddy? Oh, he's only over there, okay. So, we can go and check in these places around here as well. Now that we can get access to them. I could break the door if I had an axe. I don't have an axe. Yet. We will get an axe, I'm sure. We will get an axe, but we haven't got one yet. Windows, windows, windows. Is he... is it an open door? This is going to be another one of those houses that are shut off and we... Yeah. Yeah, there's a few houses like this with these metal doors and those ones you can't get into. Okay.
Кто-то здесь был совсем недавно.
Someone's been here
Хорошо
recently.
бы проверить дом.
What do you mean is you better examine the house because you are a chicken and you...
Friendly contact approved.
Zager, I'm gonna follow. You won't go inside because you are a crazy person.
Кто-то здесь был совсem недавно.
You better examine the house. Examine the pooper. Okay, let's examine... there we go, lot. Axe. Yes. Grandma Lisa's getting worse every day. We are fighting for our survival by all means, but I'm afraid there is no hope for cure. We tried to figure out how to ease her pain, but we failed. We had to leave her here, to board up the windows and barricade the door. If you're reading this, be careful. Grandma's here. Well, Grandma was here. There's still water in the bath. Is there blood stains on the side of the bath? Looks like it could be, doesn't it? Turn that off, because those lamps are really noisy. We can go and look in that house next door now. Now we've got the axe, we can actually get in. Was it this one? It was this one, wasn't it? So we can actually go, was it? Oh, great. Batteries, traps. Fuel can. Captain, look, there's a look, fuel can. I just picked up the fuel can. Damn, it was there. How did we not see that yesterday? That's unbelievable. So we're... I think he's wandering off down the road, I think. I'm not sure. I should go see where he went, but I've got this desire to look in these houses first. Look for booby traps. Oh, it's terrible head. He doesn't like the he doesn't like this, does he? He does have a bit of a weird look on his face. I kind of wonder if someone like jammed something up his arse when they shot him. He doesn't look impressed. He does not look at all impressed. What is that, a can of beans? Can of beans? No. Since this all began, my life changed a lot. I'm lucky that I could avoid a disease, but there's still a lot of problems. It is easy to live here and in the city, of course. The metro economy helps. Because you can't go easily to the shop and buy some potatoes with cutlets. You can't taste the cold beer. Marauders overcome. They roam from place to place, robbing travelers, and they do not disdain of anything, and obviously forget at all about the consequence and the honor. Sooner or later, we'll have to get out of this place. Now, the city's where we're heading, I believe, we're heading to a city ourselves. There's another door we can step up. There we go. Right, so Grubalicious. Alright, okay. Let's find our buddy before he buggers off. Oh, there he is. He's just coming out of this house. This is the one we went in where he told... No, it's not. This is the other one. So let's look at this one and we'll go meet him. We gotta have a look just to make sure. Let's go first. Nothing. What? Another cat? Another bottle of water? These lamps are really powerful, right? What I don't understand is, I mean, that torch is really shit, right? This here, why doesn't he pick that up? Look at the amount of light emitting from that. Why doesn't he pick it up and just carry it with him? It makes no sense. He should take it with him. And you answered question 2 earlier. I answered, yes, I did. Chaos is coming! The unknown virus taking lives around the world. Scientists suppose that the virus may be a new strain of Ebola. Symptoms of disease are similar, however, the impending epidemic has much more serious consequences. The disease is almost incurable and runs very fast. Mortality rate is 83%. In rare cases, patients may have become immune. Now, I think we become immune because we had a sequence a bit earlier where we was in a hospital and we walked out. You know, we was cured, so I think we became immune of this virus. Okay, this building here was closed off. Okay, there it is. I wanted an option C for that question, Terence, because I don't like cats. I would not agree to house sit someone's cat because I'm not really a cat person. I tend to put the cat in a vet or a cattery. Looks like a transport. It seems good.
Эх, черт.
Well, someone saw the gas can.
Придется
Have to search
поискать
somewhere in the
топливо
village
вперед.
sheds.
По сараям пошарить.
You want one of these? I got one. Have we got gas in it though? No, there's nothing. I guess we gotta go fill it up then, right?
Отлично.
Oh shit, it had gas in it
Спокойно.
already. It already had fuel in it. Oh yeah. Let's do this. Let us roll. It's kind of a bit of a weird little car, isn't it? I mean, that's the thing it doesn't quiz you about. I mean, it says, I mean, if the plans change and you already have plans yourself in the new period, it doesn't tell you if you have plans already.